2!
Hey guys,
Welcome.
back
We are two guys.
with open flies.
Yeah.
Hey!
As you can tell, we are the best podcast on earth. And that is why we are honestly going to be asking each other
The hard question.
the hard questions today. This is going to be emotional. You're going to like cry.
Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go, but
If you don't cry, you don't have a soul.
yeah, I know.
So,
Yeah.
how's it going?
Oh yeah, so easy to just say good, isn't it?
Yes,
I really just
it is.
like my natural instinct was to just say yeah, good. But
Yeah, I'm good.
nah, like it's a never-ending roller coaster in my eyes. Like one day I'm up and feeling fantastic and feel like the best version of me, and the next I'm looking at myself in the mirror or having a bad moment, and the people around me have nothing to do with it, but don't understand that you're feeling and going through those emotions, and they take it as like you're not giving off your best vibe, you know, like they're taking it of like you being rude. But it's like, I can't get out of this mindset right now.
I have to admit that I think I've been quite lucky in my life, and I've never really been depressed, never really felt super sad at any moment ever in my life. But I think that's because I've always just vibed and just stayed at the same level my whole life and never really changed my personality with this person and then changed it with this person. I've always been the same person my whole life. And I just think that's why like I've sort of just kept this anxiety-free, stress-free life. But
yeah, it's possible.
But I understand how other people and a lot of other people aren't like me at all.
Struggle, yeah.
And struggle with a lot of things. And I am a culprit of saying, yeah, I'm good as well.
Yeah.
Oh, how's it going? Yeah, I'm good. But sometimes I do have bad days as well. But I just never talk about it.
I think
and nobody
everyone,
talks about it.
I think everyone goes through life just saying, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
And
does it need to stop? Because sometimes people like overshare. Or is that not a bad thing?
No. People do overshare, and there is a fine line to where when someone asks you and you're walking by someone that you don't even know and you say, how's it going? Just to be polite, you don't expect a reason or an answer. You just expect a yes or a no. But why are you even asking that question then?
I like people that overshare. You
Yeah,
learn
right.
stories.
Yeah.
There's a YouTuber named Ryan Trahan. Have you seen him?
No, I have no idea.
He traveled across America, very recent, very popular, and it was amazing. And as he was traveling across America with just one penny, he talked to these people just randomly, and like he just learned all these amazing stories about these random, even just homeless people, just like talking to them.
That's
crazy
travel
stories
for you, isn't
about
it? That's travel.
Yeah.
Like the amount of stuff that you learn through travel. Like in my opinion, all the years that I went to schooling, I could have learned all that within a year of constant travel around the world. You learn so much about yourself. You learn so much about cultures. You learn so much about different people and how other people have gone through this different path of life, and how, like you're saying, you just learn. People tell you stories and open up to you just because you're free and open with them. They're able to give you that back.
Speaking of cultures and traveling, I've been doing a lot of Japanese study still. I told you guys a couple weeks ago that I was studying Japanese, and I'm really getting into it even more.
It hasn't stopped, and I'm impressed.
It hasn't stopped. I'm still doing it every single day. Sometimes I'm busy, so I double the next day.
Yep.
So I make up for it. But I just want you guys to know that if you feel like me and you feel like you've never been intelligent enough, because I've always thought that I was like here with intelligence and here with like my physical coordination and whatnot, but my intelligence was always here. If you guys want to, and not everyone's the same, but for me,
for people listening, Mitch has said his activity and health and everything is up like a very good level, like a phenomenal level, but your intelligence, you've always felt like you're mediocre in intelligence or just under.
Yes. And learning a new language has already changed that to starting to go up on this like exponential curve, even because it feels like it's going like this instead of like that. It's gone like exponentially up.
Doing an upward motion like a plane taking off now.
Yes, I need to talk to the audio listeners, because saying it goes like this doesn't make sense to someone listening.
That's
but
okay.
if you ever feel like that, just start learning something new. It doesn't need to be a language.
No, language is very tricky. That takes time.
If you like math, just start, doing some math courses online, and it'll literally get your brain working better. Your memory will improve. Your life will just get better.
Yeah, I find one of the best things for exactly that is if you're into sport or you're fully invested into a hobby that you really haven't gone into like the past of, like what happened in the past of that sport. Going all the way down deep and learning every single little thing that happened in the past and who won this world championship or how this player played for this 1 or 2 year stint. Like, it's really cool to go back and you can actually learn so much from watching videos and seeing what this person acted like and all that.
When the Olympics were on last year, I watched like all of Michael Phelps' gold medal winning races just because like I was motivated by him for some reason, even though he wasn't even swimming that year. Yeah, he retired.
I get obsessed with things. So like right now I'm obsessed with eating well, the gym, F1 and tennis. And I usually go through different phases of being obsessed with. Last year when the Australian Open happened, I got completely obsessed with tennis. I bought the tennis game that came out that was absolutely horrific. I refunded it back the day after. It was so bad. But I was watching tennis. I was fascinated. Now I'm seeing F1. I'm fascinated. I bought the game and playing it. I get super invested and super like addicted to these things, which you can think is a bad or a good thing. But right now I'm addicted to the gym and eating good, and I'm feeling my best ever.
You have one problem though, Cam, and you're addicted to e-cigarettes. And you need to stop.
Hey!
You need to stop.
I haven't smoked all day.
Really?
No, I haven't had any. Because,
well, what about this week?
Last week, if it started on Monday, I haven't had any
Last week, how many times did you smoke on an e-cigarette?
Probably too much.
Too many
Definitely
times.
too much. Look,
Should be 0.
No, definitely. For those things, for vapes, if I don't have one, I don't smoke it. Yeah. That's why when like whoever is smoking around me, I'm like, can I have some? I'll have some, but I don't go out of my way. I bought one in the time that I've smoked for, I don't know, a month or two. I can't hold one on me because I know I'll smoke it. If I don't have one, I don't do it. And I actually haven't felt anything physical today. I actually thought of something really cool. I thought that I should try it. Do it for like a week straight of like having however much a day, and then cut it off that whole next week and see the repercussions of it and see how my body reacts to the nicotine and not having it, and really record like how I go through the headaches and my whole body being like, you need this thing. I thought that would be really cool. I've thought about it a good few times to try out.
Could be cool. And my philosophy is just stop.
Yeah.
Just quit.
I can call it quits because I don't get addicted to really anything that's I know is bad for me, because at the end of the day I actually look at anything that is not
but vapes are bad for you, bro.
Yes, and I even still every single time that I ever do something like that, I know that I can cut it out like that. And that's what I've done right now. I'll cut it out for good right now.
You should, because I hate when like smokers are like, oh, you can't just quit. It's like, yeah, you can.
You can.
Just stop.
It's very
and you will get
hard.
better. Like, oh, it's really hard. Yeah, just stop. Yeah. You know it's killing you. Just stop.
Oh, well, I smoked cigarettes for 5 years.
You did, and I
smoked cigarettes for 5 years, and that day that I wanted to stop, I stopped. Didn't take me weaning off. It was.
You don't need to wean off.
It was a hard decision.
Just stop.
But you just cut it off. Yeah. I think that's a mental thing.
I saw a TikTok.
Yes.
And it was actually like quite eye-opening.
Yeah.
Alcohol is legal, but it's the one thing that can kill you, and you need to like stop yourself from dying. It's the one drug that's like really bad for you.
I know what you're saying.
And it's open, it's totally social, like everybody loves it. If you don't drink it, you look like a weirdo. You're looked at as like, oh, you don't drink? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
But if someone's smoking a cigarette, it's like, oh, he's just smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
If everyone's drinking, it's like, oh, everyone's drinking. That's totally normal, even though it's the one thing that's literally kills billions of people.
And also,
just stop drinking
for
too.
Alcoholics that are addicted to alcohol, if you cut it quits, you die. Your liver fails.
Really?
Yes. That's how many famous people have died.
Well, that's not good.
Exactly. But what kills you when you cut it quits? Like, if I was smoking vapes for a week or two and I just cut them off, I could die?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Alcohol does that to you. So why is this thing legal? And compared to marijuana that can literally not kill you and is completely illegal, and you could get
Medical
put into
benefits.
jail for these things, like that WNBA player. I'm not sure of her name because she's a WNBA player. But she's got done. She had a CBD pen, which is great for your joints and great for your muscles and great for everything positive. It doesn't even have the psychoactive part of weed in it to actually get you high. It's actually just a beneficial for your body CBD pen. She got caught in Russia and she's been in prison for 6 months.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
They're going to hold her for another 6 months.
That sucks.
And then they might charge her.
Okay.
On accounts.
I'm very sorry to hear that for that person, but
it's
technically,
crazy. No.
it was against the law.
It's completely crazy that we've outlawed a drug with so many benefits, so many positive aspects to it. Look, not everyone can smoke weed. We know people have psychotic breaks when they have weed, and some people react badly to it, but a lot of people use it for very positive things. Like, you smoke weed, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Does he smoke weed?
He was smoking weed when he was bodybuilding.
Really?
Yes. And it actually made him... He said that he was more in tune with his muscle and his muscle fibers when he was working out.
Yeah, I personally am not the biggest fan of weed or drugs or alcohol or literally anything that isn't water and air and healthy foods. Anything other than that, I'm like, you should probably not do that. But I understand that we can have health benefits, but it can also have health negativities. But, it's hard to tell. Go to a doctor. Just don't smoke it. Don't drink it, in my opinion. But you can talk about the gym talk. What the hell is the gym talk? Look,
before we get into the gym talk, I just want to say I agree with you in the fact that they're not positive for you. But I also see the other side of the other view, which is you only get one life. Like, why not enjoy it to the fullest? If you don't enjoy any of the things that you're not doing, then why would you do anything that you don't enjoy?
If you're anxious,
don't.
And you're smoking weed to be less anxious, that's stupid.
But you can't, everybody reacts differently to drugs.
Why add more stress to your body? Why add more things in your brain when you could just cut it off and just be better?
No, but that doesn't...
Live life.
But it doesn't work like that. You can't be To be anxious and then smoke and then become more anxious can be a very beneficial thing. Very, very beneficial.
Look, be.
Joe Rogan talks about this all the time. He talks about the fact that weed makes him very anxious, so he gets to the gym and he works out and it makes him feel absolutely incredible, and he gets rid of all of the demons in his mind. Working out tough, breaking a sweat, and fucking going hard after a workout is the best thing you can do in the morning before your day. There is nothing harder that you will do during that day. You've gotten up earlier before the masses of people that get up and go to their 9 to 5s. You've gone up before them, so straight away you get the feeling of accomplishment that you've actually done something that other people, let's say regular folk, don't do.
Not you guys. You guys are up here, the upper echelon of society. But we're talking about people who aren't subscribed to us, so like everyone else.
Yeah, the Mitch
idiots.
said you guys are great up high.
Upper echelon. You guys are upper echelon. Everyone else, just come on, subscribe. What are you doing?
Yeah, give us you guys should really hit that subscribe button if you enjoy any of our stuff.
Yeah.
And they're here to like too. It's all free. Like, even if you don't want to watch the stuff we put out.
We want to be the most subscribed Australian YouTubers.
Yeah, that's been on our bucket list for 6 seconds.
Yeah, it has been, actually. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Look, as you can tell, personally, I'm anti-drugs, and you are like
a bit more open.
Yeah. But hey, we're allowed to have different opinions.
Yeah, that's
I just think live life. You don't need drugs, and you think that it can be beneficial, which is fair enough. But I just think we have different opinions. That's fine.
No, we're just two guys with open flies.
Two guys with open flies, with no drugs in my system, and possibly some in yours.
Yeah, I think still.
Yes.
No. Yeah. Look. Gym talk.
What is gym talk? You wanted to talk about this. I'm assuming it's TikTokers who go to the gym.
Yes, it's just this whole society that now my TikTok is just filled with, which is just positive people that are working out and trying to look better and trying to feel better in their body.
Yeah.
And just knowing how much of a positive experience the gym can be. I think some people are now using it for the other side now. A lot of people are taking like way too much pre-workout and doing it all for the wrong reasons, or just trying to look good, better for chicks or something along those lines.
I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or make it negative because we love positivity on this podcast, but I noticed a lot of like, like people at the gym putting their phone there, someone walks past and they're like, get all mad at them, like, why are you walking past my camera? And then they make this person look like an asshole.
Yeah.
For walking past the camera.
When in reality, it's a free space.
When in reality, it's a public space.
Yeah. And everyone should be able to.
Well, technically, it's private, but it's like, why you got to call this person out in front of literally millions of people, making him look like an a-hole? And it's.
Have you seen this? The Joey Swole guy.
Yeah, when like someone looks at like a girl's ass.
Yeah.
And it's like technically
he's
most recent
one that I saw, and he was the gym guy who's meant to be watching it in the nighttime hours. And this girl was doing her workout, and there was a guy on the machine. He was looking around and whatnot, and this guy that was running at the nighttime shift at the gym turned around, looked for a split second, looked back, and she decided to say,
yeah, I've seen.
Do you have what you need? You can't, like, what's going on? What do you need from me? And he's just walked over and said, "Excuse me, like, what are you talking about?" And she's like, "You got what you need?" And he was like, "Excuse me, man, but if you're going to be like this, you're going to have to leave the gym. I'm sorry, but we're all in a free space and especially after she'd taken her top off, to just take that instantly as a thing where you're being objectified by a person rather than sometimes, or most of the time, just being admired by someone. Mm-hmm. Someone seeing your physique or looking at you and going, fuck, she looks fantastic. Or fuck, he looks fantastic. Yeah. That's a positive, uplifting thing. And a lot of people, I think mostly women, would see that as he's objectifying me and just putting me out into this wrong mindset. Like he's just looking at my ass.
There's a clear difference. You can tell when someone's a creep and when someo's not a creep. You can tell.
I want to call this old guy out at my gym because he walks around. I just want to say he walks around. He's got there's the shorts that you wear to the gym. And then there's the fucking super shorts.
The short shorts.
The short shorts. This guy's cock is almost out of his pants. Oh, honest to God. He walks around.
He's just living life, man.
I know, but his cock's almost in your face and he's walking around behind you and you're like, bro,
when you're doing bench presses, you come up and ask to help.
Can I give you a hand? He's squatting on my forehead, putting his fucking balls in my eyelids.
Everyone in my gym's super cool. I haven't met a single person. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, mate?
I had an altercation with a guy in the gym.
Yeah, someone wanted to beat you up, and he was like 10 times the size of you, wasn't he?
Let's just bring up the fact that, look, when you're using any equipment in a gym setting, any gym, you have your towel, you have your items that you have with you, and then you have the bench or the equipment that you're using. Okay? When you put your towel down on the equipment, and then you've got your stuff all laid down by the sides, no one's going to touch any of your bench or any of the weights that you have sitting out and around that.
It's obvious that you're using it, so bench. No one come and take it.
Yes, exactly. So this guy who was working on the bench next to me, who was benching, 305 or something ridiculous. Not ridiculous.
305 kilos.
305 pounds. Big weight for bench. Besides the point, he grabbed all of his things and he walked off, and I'd seen that he'd done a good 3 or 4 sets. So in my opinion, he'd done that. He'd taken all of his stuff straight away. I needed some weights. I grabbed the weights off either side of his bench. Now look, you guys tell me if I'm in the wrong here, but straight away I noticed that he'd taken all of his stuff away. In my opinion, once you move your towel, that's kind of game over. You've used that equipment, you're gone. I grabbed the 2 end weights, put them onto mine. He ended up walking back. He was then looking at my bench going like, what the fuck? So I decided to turn to him and I wanted to be honest with him. So I looked at him and I said, what's up? And he said, "Did you take my weights?" And I said, "Well, you took all of your stuff and you left. So in my opinion, that means like once you move your towel, you're done with the equipment. There's a lot of people in this gym. I can't know that whatever you're doing, someone else might have just come and taken your bench. You had nothing here." And he proceeded to tell me that his towel was sitting on the bench the whole time. So straight away, I was done with the conversation. I can't talk to someone. I just can't talk to someone who's going to lie straight to me after. I wanted to be completely free with him. I actually said, "Take the weights back. I'll go and grab other ones." I didn't want any confrontation because I'm not about that. If he wanted to get up in my grill about it, that's another story. But yeah, I will stay away from any altercation or any fight ever, unless they're threatening me or people that I care about.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel threatened by this guy.
From the way you explain it, I think you're in the right, and this guy was just a dickhead. But hey, maybe you're lying. Maybe he left his towel there. You didn't see the towel.
Fuck, imagine if, hey.
There's always two sides to a story, guys. You want to know who goes to the gym? Probably Miles Teller.
Oh, fuck, this motherfucker is handsome!
He is. And he's the only reason why I'm alive. No, that's a lie. That doesn't make any sense. I'm alive because I'm a very happy person. And I don't even really... I've never watched a Miles Teller movie, to be honest.
I shaved my beard, man. You haven't seen,
Top Gun. I haven't seen it yet.
No. You haven't seen the one where they run guns. Jonah Hill.
I have seen that. Yeah, I have seen a movie with him in it.
That's a good fucking movie. Jonah Hill was the main character, but...
Miles Teller's a great actor. Yeah. He's very handsome, and he's the next big thing.
He is the next big thing. I think 100%. That movie, just the whole movie, this new Top Gun movie, took me by storm. Seriously.
You really like it. You think it's this is his words.
Yes.
The top 2 movie of all time.
Yeah, I think
in his brain.
I think it's up there with Endgame for me.
Wow. And Avatar. Wow.
Avatar's just under Top Gun.
You ever seen that meme? Wow. That is crazy. Oh. That is next level.
No, see, in my opinion, the whole movie was all about positivity. The whole thing was just positive. There wasn't a bad moment in the movie where you were like, fuck, this is kind of dull right now. I was locked in the whole time.
I think Tom Cruise movies often do that.
Yeah, he's very
Mission
good
Impossibles are always, on your edge of the seat the entire time. That's a new one of them
too, apparently.
Oh, really?
Fucking hell, yeah.
There's like 8 now.
It was on the trailer beforehand. I was like, Tom Cruise and then Tom Cruise. Fuck.
That's cool. But you're always on the edge of your seat when you're watching a movie. Oh, and that's what you want from anything in life. You always want to be on the edge of your seat. If you're watching a football game and you're not on the edge of your seat, then it's a boring football game.
True.
You want to be on the edge of your seat. Oh my God, what's happening right now? Oh, if you're watching a movie, you want to be like, oh damn, what's happening right now? Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat. If you're watching, I don't know, doing anything, you want to be on the edge of your seat. You want to know why? Right. You want to know why?
Because Haiku,
the anime. I don't know.
Tell me a little bit about this. Huh?
Have you ever watched an anime?
No, I have not.
Now, I am obviously learning Japanese, as I said before, because...
I think I'm in the minority right now, to be honest. I feel like a lot of people watch anime now.
It's actually not because I want to watch anime without subtitles, but that is a reason why. But it's because I want to travel to Japan. That's irrelevant.
Yep.
I like anime. And I watched a show called Haikyuu.
Is this the top one?
One of the best.
Yeah, okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
The main character is named Hinata. It's about sport. Volleyball, to be specific.
Yeah.
You hit it over the big fat net.
Big fat net.
Hinata, the main character. Kageyama, one of the other main characters. Tsukishima. Daiso. A lot of characters. And guess what? It's all about having a winning mentality.
Yeah,
no matter what. You could lose 20 games in a row and he knows he's going to win the next one. Because he's going to work harder than absolutely everybody else. Hinata and Kageyama, the 2 main characters, literally stay up all night, hitting the ball back to each other, doing volleyball moves for like hours and hours and hours, just to get onto the team. And then they do even more work to get into the finals and to win the comps and stuff.
Wow.
And it's really intense. It's super cool. The only problem that I have with it is the fact that most animes, and it's not just Haikyuu, I think they're too long. There's like 25 episodes a season. There's like 5-6 seasons.
Jesus.
And in my opinion, that's just a lot. But that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people love anime and everything about it. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I do think sometimes they can go on a little bit too long, drag on the story a little bit too much. But other than that, animes are extremely intriguing. As you're watching it, you're usually on the edge of your seat.
You have me wanting to watch it. You have me
Haikyuu.
wanting to watch the first episode at least and just see what it's like.
Yeah. You throw the ball up, you hit it, and you win.
Damn.
Other than that,
Fuck, I'm tired, eh?
why?
I only got like 6 hours sleep last night, eh? Unfortunately.
You only got 6 hours of sleep?
Yeah, I had my...
That's not enough, mate.
Yeah, I had my... I wore my Garmin watch, which I've newly got, and it told me how much light sleep I got, REM sleep, deep sleep, and...
REM sleep?
REM sleep is, I don't know, the best type of sleep, I'm pretty sure. It's above deep sleep. So when you're in a deep sleep, you're obviously full resting. REM sleep is another level on top of that.
Yeah.
It's like very recovery based. I really am not sure what REM, like REM, means, but it's a very positive sleep pattern. But
Recovery Emergency Mitchell.
Very much, yeah.
REM. That's what REM means, guys.
But yeah, I didn't get enough of it. And I didn't get enough normal sleep. I didn't get enough deep sleep. So I'm going to get a good snooze tonight. And we up and we go again.
Sleep is healthy. You just punch them in the face.
Excuse me, sorry
Cam
guys.
just punched the mic.
I love you guys. Please like and subscribe.
This has been
Two Guys
with Open Flies.
Two Guys? Two Glizzy Guys.
Two glizzy gobblers.
Don't fucking say that, guy.
Thank you for watching.
We love you a lot. Cheers. Thank
Wait,
you.
you're not subscribed?
Wait,
Must
what?
be a loser. Click the button.